out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marcus Johnson, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders have been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson, option right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw again on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
White down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check.
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson options out left. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you
don't want to.
You know. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carr now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This is Coleman with a grab. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyree Jackson now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Broncos push further out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 734. Mike, 53. Mike.
Hey, I 7.
Watch QB drop. Get down. 50.
From the gun, Carr. Flushed out right.
Don't get nervous.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Hey, Delta.
Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The throw complete here to Williams. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Denver.
That's right, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down,
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
at their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. Check 55 the mark. Check 50.
This time Jackson will throw it. And it's caught. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tyree Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Coleman there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run by Lindsey. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action now. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.